My screen is visible.
No, sir.
Okay. Now visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next topic of discussion is speed control method of DC motor. This is very important topic for examination point of view. Then before going on the discussion on control methods or speed control method of DC motor, initially what will be the our we can say that their speed equation of a DC motor. As we know that this for DC motor this EB is given by NP5 Z upon 60A. Or simply from if this equation we calculate our N. So N is the thing. N is equal to it is EB 60A upon this will be our P5 and Z. This will be the speed equation where N is the speed. As we know that N is the speed, P is the number of pole on stator, phi is the flux developed per pole, Z is the number of conductor, A is the number of path which depend upon the either it is wave connected or it is a lab connected. From that what will be this if we calculate this 60 is constant, this A is constant, number of pole on a motor is constant, Z is constant, then simply this N can be written as K, it is some constant, EB divided by flux, or simply we can say that this speed is directly proportional to back EMF and flux. This will be the our required equation, or we can say that required relation for a speed. That means speed is directly proportional to speed is directly proportionally depend upon back EMF and inversely proportional to flux. Then if we take steady state model of our DC motor, so this will be the steady state model of our DC motor A double A, and these are two input terminal V, and this will be the armature resistance if this will be the IA, and if it will be EB, then this equation is written as V is equal to nothing, it is equal to IA RA plus EB. From this EB is equal to this input voltage minus IA RA. So that means instead of this EB we can written as this N is equal to V minus IA RA divided by K into phi, divided by K into phi. That means our speed can be changed if we see there will be a three parameter on which speed will be when this case constant. Speed can be changed by changing input supply, by changing this armature drop, or by changing this flux 1, 2 and 3. So for any motor then speed can be changed by I written here, speed can be changed by resistance variation in armature circuit, that is this RA, and this method is called the armature resistance control or rheostat control. Are you getting my point? If we change this resistance, then we can be change speed as per this equation. And change in the armature resistance method for changing in speed or controlling in speed is known as armature resistance control or rheostat control. And another parameter is this flux. Then variation of field flux is called flux control method, that is field flux controlled method. And third one is this V, that is input voltage, that means variation of applied voltage, this method is called the armature voltage control. This method is called the armature voltage control. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? That means for speed we have a 3 मेथड एज पर आवर इक्वेशन, जिस हिसाब से हमारे पास इक्वेशन में लिखे हुए थे, हमने कोई नया नहीं लिया है, हमने वही मेथड है जो अडॉप्ट किए। सी दिस फ्रॉम इक्वेशन वी आई ए आर ए इंटू के इंटू फाइव, जो हमारे पास है उसी से ही हम चेंज कर सकते हैं। दैट इज इनपुट वोल्टेज, armature resistance and field flux. So method are armature resistance control, then flux control and voltage control. So let us discuss these method one by one. First, take the method speed control of DC motor. Following method are used. Number one is armature control. That means we are taking armature control is nothing, that is armature resistance control. That means we play firstly with this armature resistance, as the name suggests. That is armature control means armature resistance. Take first series motor. This will be the series motor. Series motor is nothing in which the field winding is connected in series with the armature winding, and Ra is the resistance of armature, and this Rs is the resistance of field winding. For controlling this armature resistance, we connect a variable resistance Re in series with the field as well as this armature winding, field winding as well as armature winding. As we vary this Re, there will be variation in the resistance, because the now total resistance is Re plus Rsc plus Ra. If we change this variation, then there will be change in what kind it will change in minus Ia, it will be Re plus R series plus Ra, and this Re is variable. As we change this magnitude, that means we are changing this whole parameter. If this whole parameter is changes, then speed is directly proportionally depend upon this parameter. That means if we increase this magnitude will be increased and total result will be decreased. That means speed will be decreased. In this method, speed is decreasing from the base point to below point. Are you getting my point? Are you getting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ओके, वाई इट इज डिक्रीजिंग, बिकॉज हम इसको आर ए को बढ़ाएंगे तो टोटल मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल इनपुट वोल्टेज 220 है, माइनस इसमें जितना भी आप बढ़ाते जाएंगे उस हिसाब से स्पीड क्या होती जाएगी, कम होती जाएगी. देन फॉर शंट मोटर, दैट मीन्स वी हैव ओनली चेंजिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ दिस आर ए. तो आर ए के साथ ही हम क्या लगाएंगे, फील्ड शंट में क्या रहती है, फील्ड एंड आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग आर इन पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. तो देन वन आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस इज देन वन वी पुट ए वन वेरिएबल रेजिस्टेंस, जिसको हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, दैट इज आर ई. यहाँ पे हमने वेरिएबल रेजिस्टेंस लगा दिया. अब जैसे यहाँ पे वेरिएशन हम कुछ देंगे, दैट मीन आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस वेरी होगा, स्पीड हमारी क्या हो जाएगी, वेरिएशन हो जाएगी. बट दिस फ्लक्स विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट. This flux will remain constant. Again, by this formula, by increasing the resistance, this drop will be decreases. That means speed will be decreased. And what are the main drawback of this method? That means the drawback of any resistance. कहीं भी आप resistance put करते हैं, it create the I square R losses, because this resistance is developing a additional losses. And I square R losses, that means copper losses, as well as heat is produced. If this current is flowing for more time, heat will be produced in this method. So these are the drawback. The one will be in external resistance Re, a large amount of power is wasted, and that power is nothing, that is I square R. That power is wasting. Control is limited to give the speed below normal speed, or we can say that base speed, and speed increase in speed cannot be obtained in this method. See this, I as earlier showed that the speed control is only possible below base speed, मतलब उससे नीचे कोई आपकी स्पीड घटती जाएगी, आपकी ऊपर को स्पीड नहीं जाएगी. ठीक है, इफ दिस विल बी एन और इफ दिस विल बी आर्मेचर करंट, दिस विल बी पॉसिबल बिलो बेस स्पीड, इफ दिस विल बी बेस स्पीड. इससे ऊपर को हम इसमें कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. दैट इज द मेन ड्रॉबैक. फॉर ए गिवन वैल्यू ऑफ आर ई, द स्पीड रिडक्शन इज नॉट कांस्टेंट बट वेरिएशन विद मोटर लोड. That means as and when load will be increased, then there will be also change in the speed. There will be also speed reduction. That means अगर हम कुछ लोड लगाएंगे पहले, अगर ये करेक्टरिस्टिक्स होगी, तो और ज्यादा अगर कुछ लोड हम इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे और ज्यादा डाउन होती जाएगी. That means there will be the effect of load on shaft as and when we correct the load on shaft. Now is it clear? Is it clear? That is first method. This RA, आर्मेचर कंट्रोल मेथड इन सीरीज एंड शंट. यही आपके सिलेबस में सीरीज और शंट मोटर कोई. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Now go to another method. That another method is nothing, it is a flux. What happen if we change the flux? Go to the another. This method is only used for small motor. That means this will be the main taken away point. This method is only implemented to the small motor. Large motor के लिए method हम use नहीं करते हैं. Next will be field flux control. That means we have to control the flux. That flux is, we know that flux is N into I, field current. If we change this field current, we can play with flux. We can play with flux. Change in field current is corresponding to the change in flux. First, for DC series motor, how we change the flux? Because this field winding is responsible for the production of flux. For that purpose, we put a one variable resistance, or we can say the divider, in parallel with this that flux. That means from that point we have a two path. By varying this value RD, we are varying with IA. If IA is varying, that means flux is varying, because this winding is responsible for the flux variation. For example, the current from input side is 5 ampere. If resistance value is maximum, then 1 ampere is going through this, 4 ampere is going through this. At that time, this 4 ampere field current is responsible for production. After some time, if we reduce the resistance, that means more current is flowing, 2 ampere is flowing through this and 3 ampere is flowing through this. Then only this 3 ampere is responsible for the production of flux. That means less flux is developed. If flux is less, then we can say that this speed is directly proportional to EB or inversely proportional to flux. That means reduction in flux, we can increase the speed. That means if we draw the characteristics, if this will be the base speed and this will be our flux, or we can say that current, then this speed control is possible above the base speed. That means जो आप speed करेंगे वो अब base speed से ही control कर पाएंगे. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
That means depend upon this variable resistance. And second way of varying this will be directly connected a variable resistance which will be vary. That means it directly vary this RE. That means आप जो field winding है उसी पे ही टैपिक दे देंगे. That is also possible to vary the IF. हमने vary क्या करना है, और aim is to vary field current which vary this flux, and variation is flux directly vary the speed. Then go to shunt motor. In shunt motor, again we connect a series resistance in series with this field winding. By changing this value of resistance, we can change the value of current through this shunt resistance. If current is changing, that means value of flux is changing. Value of flux is changing, and these are the advantage of changing of this method. Then this method is easy and convenient. That means it is more easy as compared to the previous method. And the power losses in the shunt field is small, because now power is losses only on this field, not in armature field. Shunt field is shunt field is small, because field current is very small, because we know that the shunt resistance is more as compared to armature resistance. If resistance is more, then shunt current is less as compared to armature current. If shunt current is less, that means I square R losses are less as compared to IA square RA. That means armature losses are more as compared to shunt field losses. So this will be the second way of controlling of speed, either series or either shunt. Any doubt? Any doubt in second method? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. If is it clear, now move to take this equation again. Then we have covered up this flux, we have covered up this armature. Now we go to the voltage. That means how we control the voltage. That means voltage controlled method, and we can say that armature voltage controlled method. And this method is commonly known as Ward-Leonard method. This method is commonly known as Ward-Leonard method, because a scientist Ward-Leonard developed this mechanism initially, and after that this method is also known as Ward-Leonard. But there will be a little bit difference between voltage, armature voltage control and armature control. Don't confuse between these two terminology. One is this armature control, or we can say that armature resistance control. So armature control means it is armature resistance, and armature voltage means it is Ward Leonard method, armature voltage control. In this method, what will happen? We take two motors. We take two motors. One will be this motor. This is nothing. This is a three-phase induction motor. It is connected with a generator, and this generator is responsible to develop the speed as per requirement. For example, this will be the main motor. This will be the main motor जिसकी हमने क्या करनी है, कंट्रोल है, जो स्पीड है जो कंट्रोल करनी है. वी सेंस कंट्रोल फ्रॉम एयर. दिस इज डीसी ड्राइव एंड द इनपुट वोल्टेज फॉर दिस कंट्रोल इज फ्रॉम दिस generator. That means it is a DC generator. Then that voltage can be controlled by varying the field resistance of our generator, and that field resistance is varies according to the load requirement or as per to the load connected on the main motor. That means for this we need a common generator motor set, and that generator is also moved by a some prime mover. This will be prime mover, or we can say that AC motor, which is used act as a prime mover for generator, and the output of generator is fed to the input for motor whose speed which we want to control. So this will be the main motor और from whose speed we want to control. इसकी हमने speed है जो क्या करनी है, control करनी है. So that mechanism or that theory is written here. Speed control on the principle of armature control. That means we have to control this input voltage, only this V, to this motor, and M is man machine DC motor whose speed to be controlled, and G is separately excited generator. It is a separately excited generator, and this is the field winding for this motor, and this is the field winding for generator. But the main advantage of Ward Leonard method is that this drive has a smooth speed control of DC motor over a wide speed range. That means in this mechanism we are capable to control speed above the base speed and below the base speed. Both are possible in this case, because we have to control simply this EB is depend upon V into IARA. So we simply tackle this input voltage, and this input voltage is nothing that the output voltage of generator. Output voltage of generator. Then this V will be directly controlled by field. This field excitation of a generator, because that field is responsible for production of flux, as a result of which flux will be responsible for production of a terminal voltage, and it has inerty regenerative braking capacity. That means as and when there will be no load, it will be consume power in deliver power instead of consuming power. By using an overexcited synchronous motor as the drive for DC motor, the lagging reactive volt ampere of plant are compensated. Therefore, overall power factor of plant is improved. But main drawback is, what will be the main drawback? It needs more machine. Cost is high because it needs a additional motor generator set for speed controlling. The speed is high, cost is high, and large in size and weight. It require more floor area. Very frequent maintenance is required because we have a three rotating machine. One man machine whose speed we want to control, and another will be this motor generator set, MG set. So maintenance is more, cost is more, the losses are higher because lower in efficiency, because power is converted in three stages, so efficiency will be reduced, and it drive produce more noise because again three rotating part are available. That means cost is very high, and this Ward Leonard method is also possible in practical manner, or we can adopt this method for speed control in a lab. These are the three speed control which we derive from a basic speed equation. Basic speed equation. I think it is sufficient